going to start a new chapter, that is effects of electric current. This is your fourth chapter. Okay, and today we are going to just introduce this chapter. So this class is all about introduction of your chapter 4, that is effects of electric current. Okay, so let's start. In your previous standard, you must have learned about the term that is conductor, insulator, that is bad conductors. Okay, so I think some of you have understand the term, some of you have remembered the term, but no problem, dear students. Let's revise what we have learned in our earlier standard. Okay, so what is conductor? Conductor, which means what? Conductor is defined as the materials which carries electricity easily. Okay, or the another definition of this is the material which allows electricity or charges to flow through it. Okay, and they have very low resistance. Okay, what do you mean by conductor? Conductor, basically you have to remember that the conductors are the materials from which electricity can pass through very easily. For example, copper, aluminium, silver. Okay, copper, aluminium wire. We mostly use these wires, these metal wires, for our house electricity. Yes, you must have observed this. Yes, very true. So why we use this kind of wires, copper wires, aluminium wires? Why we use these wires? So that in our home the electricity will get delivered faster. Okay, so from this wire electricity will flow very fast, so that's why we use this kind of wires. Okay, and they are called as what? They are the examples of conductor. Then opposite of this conductor, insulator, which means bad conductor, which means what? It's exactly opposite of conductor. The materials which does not allow the electricity to flow through it is called as what? Insulator or bad conductors. Okay, and they have high resistance. Yes, insulator consists of very high resistance. For example, glass, rubber, plastic. Okay, glass, rubber, plastic. So they are called as, they are the example of insulator. So insulator, which means the material which does not allow the electricity to flow through it, is called as insulator. And conductor, which means what? The material from which the electricity can pass through very easily. Okay, so this is about conductor and insulator. Yes, then in your textbook, page number 47, you have given one question, that is, iron is a conductor of electricity, but when we pick up a piece of iron resting on the ground, why don't we get electric shock? Yes, a very nice question. So what is the answer of this question? The first point is, yes, we don't get electric shock because there is absence of electricity. There is no electricity. Electricity, which means what? Electricity, which means flow of charges. Yes, yes, but there is no potential difference between the person and the ground. That is why the person doesn't get any shock. Okay, so sometimes what we used to do, we used to touch some wires. Okay, तो हम भी किसी वायर को अगर टच करते हैं तो क्या होता है? हमें शॉक नहीं लगता. Why we didn't get any kind of shock? Because there is no electricity. Okay, अगर इलेक्ट्रिसिटी ही नहीं होगी तो शॉक कैसे लगेगा? Yes, so that is the answer of this question. Okay, yes, then we have learned in earlier standard about static electricity. Yes, you must have performed various kinds of experiments related to that. Okay, so student, let me tell you one thing, that when there is an electricity takes place, when we add a cell or battery, okay, then the current gets flow. Yes, okay, so there are two types of charges. You all know that, positive and negative charge. Okay, some objects we say positive charge objects, and some are negative charge objects. Okay, yes, the reason behind the object becoming positively and negatively charged is the transfer of negatively charged particles from one object to the another object. You all know that there are so many positive charge, negative charge in one battery. Okay, so they transfer from one place to the another place. So all the negatively charged particles, they transfer from what? One object to the another object. Okay, so this everything you have learned in your previous standard. I am just revising this content so that you will understand the next part which I am going to teach very well. Okay, so here is a one picture which is given in your page number 47 of your textbook, and the first question is, what do you observe in the following pictures? So what do you observe in this picture? Here you can see there is one lamp. Okay, here also one lamp. Here heater is there. Heater is there. Here you can see a TV kind of that things. Yes. Here you can see in the second picture, you can see a fan. And here in the third picture, there is an electrical bell. Okay. Yes, so these are the three pictures. Okay, the second question is, which effects of electric current do you find? Okay, so here in the first picture you can find here in this there is a heater, which means what? Heating effect. Okay, lamp also heating effect. What about this bell? Bell having magnetic effects of electric current. Okay, magnet is there so that when we press the button, bell gets ringed. Okay, like that. Fan also having some effect. So these are the effects which all the three images, the pictures which is there in these images, they can show this kinds of effect. Okay, so in this chapter what we are going to learn, in this chapter we will study about electric current flowing through a conducting wires, then an electric current flowing through a resistor, electromagnetic induction, electric motor and generator. Okay, so this is a very interesting topic, this is very interesting chapter and you will really enjoy learning this chapter. This is about introduction of this chapter. Okay, so go through this and remember the term conductors, insulator, positive charge particles, positive charge object, negative charge objects. Okay, we will see the further content of this chapter on your next video.